Hi, I'm Dawn Morse. I'm the founder of Core Elements Training. At Core Elements Training, we offer an accredited day CPD course in dry cupping therapy, which is available via face-to-face delivery or live online delivery. In this short video, I'm going to demonstrate static cupping and slide cupping to the abdominal area. So cupping to the abdominal area is great for helping to reduce generalized lower back pain because it's the opposing muscle group. So along with treating the lower back area, we would also treat the abdominal region too, because quite often in those opposing muscles, we can have tension on both sides of the body. It's also really useful for anxiety and stress sufferers because quite often, along with holding stress in the shoulder region, we can hold stress in the abdominal region. And there's quite a lot of trigger points, generalized trigger points in that wider stomach area. So like with the other areas of the body, we're going to start by applying the medium to the area first. So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to be using lotion, but you could use oil or wax as well. We'd apply slightly more medium than we would do normally if we were doing manual massage. So as we apply the medium, we're working in that clockwise direction, okay, because that's the direction of the large intestine. Okay. And once we've applied that lotion, we're then going to start with static cupping. So essentially for the static cupping, we're going to go round in a large circle. So I'm going to start nearer to the ASIS, or the anterior superior iliac spine. Okay, that's going to be that first landmark. And then we're going to come up just off to the bottom of the rib. So we're half on the rib, half off the rib here. And that will help with tension that might be nearer to that diaphragm area and nearer to the ribs. Okay, and we're working round in that large circle. Okay. Okay, then once we've got those static cups on here, we can also place a cup over two quite strong common trigger points, which are quite common in most people in that stomach area, which is basically either side of the belly button. So let's see where that belly button is, and then we're popping the cups either side here. So we could leave these on statically whilst we're treating another area of the body, such as the quadriceps or the lower limb, or we might be coming into the upper limb as well. If we're focusing on that stomach area as well, it's quite nice to stretch the tissue underneath the cups. And the way that we can stretch the tissue underneath the cups is by asking the client to take a deep breath into the stomach. So Katie, if you can take a real deep breath into the stomach, and they're trying to make the stomach as big as you can, and then breathe out as deeply as you can as well afterwards. Excellent. You're drawing that belly button back down towards the spine. So at first, people find that they can't take a large or a deep breath into the stomach, but as the tension in the tissue reduces, then that movement into the stomach should get deeper. Good. So really lift the stomach up towards the ceiling. Excellent. And then back down again. And then one more time, lifting up. Excellent, and back down. And then while she's creating that stretch underneath those cups, again, you're monitoring the colour inside those cups and just looking for where that tension is being released. Sometimes you'll see that the cups start to steam up as well as you're doing that. Excellent, thank you. And then from here, we could then take those cups off, and then we could go into our sliding technique. So because the stomach muscles are more elastic, sometimes it's useful to stretch the tissue behind the cup as you're sliding that cup. So before we slide, I'm just going to apply a little bit more medium, again to that wider area, and also coming over the ribs as well from the front. Okay. Now, because we're providing an upward lift rather than a downward compression, when we slide, we don't necessarily have to follow that format of that clockwise direction. So I'm going to place the cup on. Okay, I'm checking to see whether I can slide the cup relatively easily. How does that feel?
Yep,
yeah,
fine.
Excellent. Okay, so sometimes you might find that you need to place the hand slightly behind the cup as you move the cup forward. But in some clients as well, the cup will move nice and easily without that. Okay, so with here, I'm just going to apply another little bit of suction. Okay, so I've gone round starting off in that clockwise direction just to feel for any tension, and I can feel that as I go over the bottom of the ribs, that Katie's got a bit more tension here. So I'm going to focus on sliding backwards and forwards, helping to reduce that tension. And then we can move around the wider stomach area. Okay, and then we can come over to those obliques. And as we pop some medium over the ribs as well, we're going to go above onto the anterior of the ribs, around the obliques, over the rectus abdominis, and we're feeling for where sometimes it will feel like the cup wants to catch and get stuck. If the cup feels like it's getting stuck, then that means there's more tension around that area. So you're going to focus your movements a little bit more around those areas. You can see that reddening coming up, which is the erythema in the tissue. So it's showing that we're increasing that localized blood flow and reducing tension in the tissue. Excellent. And then when you've finished, then you remove your cup and then flush through with a bit of effleurage. Again, still following that clockwise direction with your effleurage technique. Okay, so we've demonstrated static cupping to the wider abdominal area, along with a slide cupping with the cups to the abdominal area, and we've done that stretch with the stomach, so deep breathing into the stomach and then taking that deep outward breath as well, all of which will help to reduce tension around this wider abdominal region. If you'd like to find out more about our accredited day CPD course in dry cupping therapy, then please visit the website, which is www.coreelements.uk.com, and you could also follow the YouTube channel. Thank you.